Do you like it hot? Do you like it fast? Or do you like it slow and soft? Do you like it hot? Do you like it hot?
So, hey, traders. Just going live because, I don't know, there was some price action on Bitcoin. Jerome Powell was talking about not changing policy and all that, and Bitcoin was rallying maybe on that. But, you know, whatever. Can't have a live stream breakout ever anymore. It's like not something that can be done. All right, chat.
Do you like it hot?
So Bitcoin's at 98.09, but just moments ago, I'm talking. I hit live, was finishing up my first cup of coffee, and I'm like, all right, if I'm going live, I'm gonna get another cup of coffee. I have to. That's just what I do. It's my thing. I go downstairs to start brewing the coffee for the 5 minutes starting soon screen, and when I'm like running downstairs, we're at like 10K, right? And the coffee's brewing. I go to the bathroom, come back, coffee's done. And I'm not looking at my phone. I walk back upstairs, and all of a sudden, here we are at 9,800. It's like, well, isn't that the way life goes, man? That's okay, though. Money printer go burr on the stock market. Oh my god, dude. 60-minute chart looks so that stupid candle, man. What's up, Sulta? Emergency Wick Connect. Yeah, hey, scam Wick again, dude. Suppression. Price suppression. Like, serious amounts of it. It is, someone does not want this asset to be above $10,000. They just don't. And they've got the power to keep it from going over 10K, alright? So let me get settled in here a little bit, alright? Yeah, this cup is full of me dumping on everyone's heads, not coffee, right? No, I don't think so. It was coffee. Dude, I'm on the bull side. You know, I always want Bitcoin to succeed and do well, but as of late, it's been very lackluster. You know, we're talking range bound pretty much since like April 30th. You know, it's the 8,500 to 9,950 range. But here's the good news, all right? Despite anything, we could go to zero now, and I'm gonna feel a little bit better. I'm gonna feel a little bit more comfortable with Bitcoin and in my understanding of how historical support resistances correlate to the price action, right? I mean, until now, for real, I mean, there was the other exchange that had the scam wick, but until now, this poll that I posted about a week ago, 6 days ago, wasn't even valid. Like, neither side was going to win. I mean, technically, we're talking about if you fail here at any point and don't hit 99.50, these are probably the winners anyway of the vote, because that's even more bearish. But what will happen at 99.50 that we've just achieved finally for the first time on Coinbase and most other exchanges? Majority of y'all say that we will break it again and moon, because we did break it initially June 1st. But the minority of y'all said that once we will, at 99.50, we will test it, which we have, fail, which we have for now, but again, there's an hour left to this 4-hour close. Dude, anything's possible, right? So it's not confirmed. And then after failing, you would begin the major reversal to the downside, which is exactly what Bitcoin has done historically at these levels. And I'm talking even in short history, where you broke it, you failed, you sold off, you rallied, you back tested it twice as resistance, then dumped again. But I'm not talking about recent history. I'm talking about, well, it depends on what you mean by recent. What's up, D? What the heck indeed, DZAM? Yes, certainly. Heckish behavior. DZAM, I'm talking about last time, February of this year, where we finally did break it and we back tested it before we went to the abyss, the crypto abyss, 3850 eventually there. I'm also talking about back in October 2019, where we did break it on the 60-minute. You can't really, it's just a wick here. But then once we did rally, we tested it as resistance, failed, and went to the abyss again near 6,500 or whatever. So that's what I'm talking about. That's what that poll is for. That's why it was a good poll, right? It's a really good poll. And excited to see finally now, like, who will win? What side will win? Right, 9950 was the proverbial throne room. The third movie of the trilogy that we've been talking about. That's our analogy we've been using. It's the third time, man. October, February, and now May and June. So will Luke Skywalker actually use his training and defeat the Emperor, or will he just be a scrub and just be a pacifist and throw down his weapon and disarm himself? Really, dude? I mean, come on. In real life, probably, if he would have done that, maybe, you know, he would have lost, right? Don't you think? Maybe, I don't know. So, you know, good to see y'all. AMD doing things. GBTC is up 8%, right? The Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, it broke out of its triangle today, if you can even believe it. I speak a bit fast for someone speaking English as a second language for you. So you can slow down the stream. You can actually, I think you can do that. I don't know if you can do it live, actually. No, how could you do that live? Never mind. Yeah, sorry. Well, there's a lot of stuff to talk about, man. And I'm pretty decent at English because I don't know any other language except TA. But you know, whatever. So my Litecoin alert went off. Who cares? That started rallying. Ethereum was rallying. It got up to 249, 250 before the pullback on Bitcoin. Let's look at these real quick. I mean, look at this, dude. You got this. It started with this May 30th high here. And, you know, this is just me. There's too much chop. There's too many scam wicks. There's too much stuff on Bitcoin. It's ruining other assets, patterns. But to me, it just seems like, you know, without the scamminess, you've got an ascending triangle continuation pattern going on. And up until this point, it still remains kind of valid. And you are still unable to break this area where you've had price action there 4 different times since you created that one high May 30th. So of breaking that, I think, of course, you're going to finally hit the target of the complex inverse head and shoulders ascending triangle, right? That you were $1.50 away from the first run up. I think you'll hit that 1618 to 258. But I think really, if Bitcoin actually breaks out, okay, which I don't know, but if Bitcoin breaks out, we're seeing 277. Like, if we get an actual decent breakout on Bitcoin, the next target on Ethereum is 277. Why? Look left, man. Look, you got the one resistance that we failed at once, right? That's where you reversed initially. Perfect. But if you're creating this pattern, if Bitcoin's, which is the macro, stays strong, there is no resistance. Literally no resistance above 251, 250. All right, until 277. So that's where you're headed if Bitcoin breaks out. If Bitcoin doesn't, see you back at 223, 227, and maybe lower. All right, it's that simple. Yep. Well, I mean, TA is another language, DZAM. So, yeah, patterns are different, yeah, like you're saying. Michael, that sounds like some emotionalism talking. For sure. Okay, so we got some trolling going on in his Bitcoin. Let's go to that Grayscale real quick. Let's go, dude. This is GBTC to the US dollar. This is how one would take advantage of, crypto in the retirement account. This is how one would do it. I own some GBTC in my Roth. Okay. And so it's at 1250 now. It's at its highest level since May 7th. I don't know, is it higher? Excuse me, you're at your highest level on GBTC since February 24th. Let's go. Also, clearly breaking the supply line up from June. I think that's the same on Bitcoin though. So this is great news. Symmetrical triangle breakout. Remember the bearish bat PCZ, you reversed, but then you kind of double bottomed out off reversing, and now you're rallying with a kind of clear, concise breakout. Yeah, you had the one scam wick, whatever, dude. That was the volatility on Bitcoin when it went to 10,550. So good news, look left. This is huge. Why? Because you're attempting right now, and of course, Bitcoin pulls back, scam wicks, we dump. This is not going to last. But Bitcoin, GBTC is a breaking above an overhead resistance from July 24th, 2018. That's big time, and that's a major one. That's where we reversed majorly before, right? It's also an area where when we're above it and we back test it as support, we rally to the upside, So big stuff going on, if you can even believe it, on GBTC. Okay. What else is going on? ZRX. Right? We had the falling wedge. We broke out of the falling wedge like a week and a half ago or something, or a week ago, and it's done nothing, just kind of higher lows, but then lower highs. It was painting price contraction, a symmetrical triangle. Well, guess what happened last night? It broke out of that and has hit the 50% and 618 targets of that wedge. So let's go to it real quick. I mean, this is just, these are events that occur that are gorgeous. I mean, these are like, it's our ability to identify something. And divergence, it broke out, but the context here is different than just it's only the pattern. There's more to it than just the pattern. There was overhead resistance. Remember this range we've been talking about that you fell below. And if you could ever break back above it, you could very well see the targets again. We finally did break above it. Just yesterday, we were knocking on heaven's door. We had not broken it, but here we are. Got all the way up to that second target. Can we please? For ZRX, only before it reversed to the downside. Okay. This is great. TA being respected, at least some way, right? Sorry, I got my manual. I got my own playlist on today. Let's see, how many songs am I at on my playlist now? I got 48 songs. 4 hours, 36 minutes of music. That's not bad. But sadly, man, Bitcoin is now 98.23. It's like nothing even happened. So another story was VeChain, but VeChain was kind of the story at the end of the stream yesterday. Well, it hits major figure, of course, a reversal at some point, and there you go. Maybe some divergence, pretty clear there on the RSI at least. But screw the 4 hour on VeChain. VeChain's the daily and the weekly, all right, where you see all the action, and this is it, man. Like, where are we? We're at, high premium areas for a long, certainly. Anyone buying here, I mean, this is like, after a move like this, you are asking to get obliterated. If you're talking about logical longs for value, right? But ranges are meant to be broken one way or another, from the upside to the downside. Eventually they do break, and this is an extended range. It's been, in development since December of 2018. So eventually, yeah, we'll break the upside or downside. It attempted to break out, but I guess there was just too much demand, too much money coming back into crypto after the panic, and it went into VeChain. And then VeChain got a big catalyst with a partnership with Bayer, an actual company, and it's just been running ever since, nonstop. But it's now hit something very real. And, there's the one wick, up here that you never even tested. You only tested the high from May 28th. There's just so many peaks where it could reverse. You just know it's the zone, right? But breaking the zone, breaching this zone, you could have a stupid run to the upside. All right. I mean, how can we measure this? Pretty easy. You just go from the bottom of the range, and I'm going just here. I'm not going to worry about the Walmart. This was, context. The Walmart partnership rumors that ended up being fake as F. Look what happened to the price. So forget that. I'm not worried about it. I'm talking just about the low to the high, that first peak. If you can ever, and that's somewhat conservative, if you ever break that for real, you start getting above these levels, you back test them support, you start flagging up here, doing something. I mean, a 100% measured move of a range this large would put you at 1.3 cents. It's pretty nice, man. And it could go higher because there's just not much resistance on the way up, dude, at all. But that's only if Bitcoin starts going into this multi-month uptrend, where things are good in the market. Like this is a pipe dream. If Bitcoin starts reversing the downside, we start confirming Wyckoff distribution, which is always an idea until we truly break 99.50 and go. I mean, if that happens, if Bitcoin Wyckoff distribution starts here, then you could see VeChain probably, I would say, back at the bottom of the channel again at some point, right? So you don't want that to happen. Decibel check. We good on music? Too loud? Too quiet? Just right? It's not good, dude. I'm spiking my cortisol levels. I normally never have 2 cups back to back when I'm fasting because it's counterintuitive for fasting. Because you can't really burn fat when you have elevated cortisol levels, and that's what coffee does. It triggers your adrenal glands. So, thanks Bitcoin for that. Yes, I'm live. Okay. Yeah, back to being shadow banned. Oh, I got a response from them. It was the most canned response ever, dude. So bad. 2 more subs till 30,300 though. That's nice. Yeah, they were like, oh, dude, I don't think, this is me. I don't think I will gain membership access to YouTube that I deserve because I have 30,000 subs. I don't think I'll get it until they roll it out for literally everyone. Like the trashiest, scrubbiest people that exist as content creators. Once they gain the amenity for membership, I will get it. You can quote me on that. I will not get it because I got 30,000 subs. I won't get it, man. Sorry. Mo, I'm not sure what you're asking in that PM, dude. If you're watching, I don't know what that means. Everyone was spamming. Well, the hype has literally died bad. Okay, that's VeChain. ICX is up somehow. What was going on with ICX? A nice uptrend. Was there any kind of divergence? Nah, not really. I don't think. A low on the daily. Nah, it was bullish convergence. See, there was no hidden bullish divergence here. Yeah, I know I've looked at these. Maybe I was looking at some log scale. Nah, I don't know what it was. What's up with that? It's a little off here. Why is it like that? It was in the 4 hour or something. We adjust like that now. Just 1 and 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom now. I don't know. This is ICX. It was really nice uptrend. Duplicating. Sorry about that. Fibs. This thing's up 7% right now. That's why I'm looking at it. It's trying to bullishly engulf, I think. Yeah. And it is kind of high to low, 50% retrace. You break this, you're going up to 41.7 cents, the 618, and the next overhead resistance. And after that, there's another resistance zone up here. Yeah, that's a big one where you would see it 46 cents, 46.4 cents. That's probably the target if the macro stays bullish, if altcoins continue their uptrends, clearly discernible, but that's if, man. So a great little move up on a trash coin. Zcash was bullishly consolidating though. Remember this? I know bullish engulfing on the daily. Let's go. But it was here, man. It was here. It was a wedge. Wedge / pennant. You broke out and you got as high today as 55.35 or so. Up 4.3%. Look at this beautiful uptrend. It's gorgeous, dude. It's freaking a work of art. It's so nice, nicely respected. God, that heart line, the 25, doesn't get much better.
Bruh.
Pumping, yes, crypto artists, I agree. The trend is your friend until it's not. Yep, and who knows? Bitcoin could be at the end of its run. It's been in a great run for months now, you know. So it's just weird, you know. Like, how can it be over for Bitcoin, you know, with what it is, and stonks just keep pumping, man, to no end. Talking about tech, just continuing to climb. Tesla hit over $1,000 today.
Is that a joint?
Amazon package here, sweet. So Zcash, if Bitcoin remains strong, that's the only thing. Like, if Bitcoin holds strong and keeps making higher highs, higher lows, I think Zcash is going to $60. All right, I think we're going to $60. But dude, again, it's like the biggest if ever, right? Like, you know where altcoins are going, but you just don't know if Bitcoin's going to scam or not. So let's look at Tesla, because I'm sure there's some people out there that love Tesla. There's some people that definitely hate Tesla. But here you are, $1,013. We're at episode 1,016. So it's matching, it's near matching our episode number. That's great. $1 per episode. Hype in the chat for Tesla. Clearly all-time highs. All right, your target. I'm telling you, dude. If, like, you know, $1,000 is here because it's a psychological resistance. If you break this, hold it for extended amount of time, the macro doesn't crash, Tesla's probably going to see $1,139. That is the 1272 fib extension. This is how we would size up any chart in this context, where it had a high, a previous all-time high, February 4th, and then it had its pullback, went all the way down March 18th to 346 from 970. That's it. That's how you target blue sky breakout all-time highs. These are your targets: 1,139, 1,227, and 1,354. The golden mean ratio, way up here. Okay, that's it, dude. Sweet, we have achieved 30,300 subs. Thank y'all so much for that. Amazing, best community out there. I mean, I'm just serious, dude. If you don't know, as of yesterday, we have eclipsed 200 patrons for the first time since July of last year, and the only time since July of last year. This is the second time in history we have eclipsed 200. So really, really appreciate each and every one of you supporting this community, the stream, the team, the dream. All right. So Tesla, killing it, up 7.75% today. It is surreal. This is a surreal asset, and it's a shorts graveyard. We know that. I mean, we thought, hey man, definitely gonna see a gap fill, probably, right? 899, you got it. But then it's just like, you just keep going, man. And no divergence, right, at all. Like Tesla, I think, let's look at the daily real quick. Yeah, no divergence, man. Just positive momentum building, could keep going, dude. 1139 in time. If you can sustain prices above 1,000 long enough, there are gaps to the downside. Clearly, it could be used as support. You know, 950 on a bad day or something.
Nice community.
Hey, Matthew D, man, thanks for the threes, dude. Nice community. I remember that, dude. Oh, nice. It's my the package was my Viking Tactics sling for the gun. Nice, got a new sling, so. Craig, every time I read sentences from you, it's normally just packed and full of emotionalism. I mean, that's you, dude. You are becoming a meme, and you're Mr. Emotion. Craig the True, that's you, man. Okay. KNC mooning. I think multiple S coins, like, you know, lower tier S coins are pumping, right? I think Zilliqa was mooning too. Yeah, I mean, you know, Zilliqa's at its resistance, right? Isn't this it, P90, dude? This is it. Look, so easy. I mean, this is where you were going probably, right? Look, you're at it, man. You're at a peak from April 8th, 2019, June 20th, 2019. 1 year ago, you've achieved it. You're here.
Thanks for coming on.
Jimmy Marr, well, thanks for the contribution. Thanks for watching the stream and supporting the stream, man. Because this is a 100% crowdsourced stream, right? Where you don't watch ads for this, and I don't make a dime from ads when you watch this stream. Okay, so thank you, dude. Jimmy, I'm sure you would be like, what on this, just like me. Pretty freaking wild. Now, above this, a couple ways we could target. You could just talk about the mini peaks. Like, if you ever did break this, you know, Bitcoin went nuts or something, 3.7 cents would be the next target, probably. I mean, you just think you don't have to use Fibonacci. That's just critical thinking right there. But that's a big if, because Bitcoin's at 98.36, below 99.50, and has rejected it, chat, okay? That's decent rejection for now. So if you broke this, that would be the next target, probably. You might break it, back test it, hold it a while, maybe regard it as support, and then dump. Or the same thing happens where you back test it, hold it, and then you run again. All right, reset the oscillators. I mean, clearly, I don't think you can get bearish divergence with price action like that. It's pretty stupid, okay? James Miller, thanks for the £2 super chat. He says, always great stream, Mitch. Call out to the Kings. Yeah. You are all the kings, all right? The good Lord. Insanity. What was the other one we were talking about? I think Crow was... I think it already did its mooning session. Let's switch back to... well, let's go to Litecoin now, because this is one I've been patiently waiting on, dude. Like, over and over and over. Daily doesn't look like much of a snack, but the 4 hour does. What was the one what were we looking at that looked like identical to this one yesterday? Y'all remember? And I even said it looks like Litecoin. So this is why I'm intrigued. I'm continuously intrigued on Litecoin. What's up, Troy? Sorry, it's lagging. Thank you for the sub, dude. Welcome. So it was a nice candle, but it was a nice candle for Bitcoin. You know, who cares, dude? Yeah, Litecoin follows Daddy Bitcoin. This is why I've continuously been bullish, at least in the past, I don't know, since the month began. I've actually gotten real bullish on Litecoin, and it's because of a pattern called the 3 rising valleys that has served us quite well in the past, not only in the crypto sphere, but also in the stock market, right? 3 rising valleys is a beautiful, classic accumulation pattern. You want to see how one actually works when they succeed, you have to look no further than a trade setup that was posted just last month that achieved both targets. Here it is, 3 rising valleys on the... This is the daily? I think this is the daily though, so it might be a little bit stronger. But look what happens, man. This is what happens, Larry. It can. I never quite hit that second target, man. We got so close. It's okay, but look, man, the pullback. Yeah, it happens. Gap filled. Multiple gaps filled. Well, you've created it. You just gap through one of the gaps to fill another. Okay. So that's kind of what I am eyeballing on Litecoin. I don't know if we're going to get the same performance at all, but it's just classic accumulation in an uptrend, right? Because this low here from May 10th ended up being a higher low than the lows from April. That's more owners of the asset than there were before. Okay, that's uptrend stuff. Wait, did y'all say the music was good or bad in terms of decibel levels? I'm at an alert on Zilliqa, dude. That's crazy. I do want to look at the Bitcoin Tether chart, see what that looks like, because that's always a little different, but it kind of respects the TA the best in a way. It's weird. Okay, so Litecoin, you got to break 47.16. You haven't done it. You have to break that. That's an overhead resistance, and then you got to break 49.28, another overhead resistance. So like, breaking these areas, I think you would have a really nice move up, but that's such a big if. It's like huge if.
China to me, China.
Nice community smile.
Hey, Nikhil, thank you for the 334. It's China, dude. Yep. Communist China. Communist government China. Yes, it's them.
Sup, Mitch. Thank you for everything. Can you check XLM/USD folded hands?
Yes. Which almost, it's identical to Bitcoin in a way, in a small way. You're just looking at the 4 hour. Hey, the cool thing about the TA on this one, identify. We identified. It reminded me of silver a little bit. Had this price contraction going on. There were targets to the downside and upside. 100% measure move, right? The structure from the lowest point to the highest point, the widest areas of it. From the breakout, what did it do? Like the Jesus, man. It went up and it actually hit the target perfectly before reversing. And now, I don't know, anchoring 1 and 2 on the bottom. Is it a flag of some sort? I'm not really sure if it's a structure or anything trying to break out. Maybe just adjust that perfectly. So it's not really, see, anchor on 1 and 2. It's not breaking out.
I want to go over your videos to gather all the trading nuggets you shared, but there's so many. Do you recommend any video in particular? Thanks for sharing your knowledge.
Octavian, thank you for the 10 pounds super chat. Are you talking about in the Patreon education, or are you talking about just not? What do you mean, Octavian? So that's a difficult question to answer, because if you're a patron, dude, you just scroll through the Patreon in the educational resources category, and they're just clips of education on every pattern, right? I have education clips in the Patreon of how to trade, how to identify the best variables for a 3 rising valleys, a falling wedge, a descending triangle, ascending triangle, bullish Gartleys. Everything you can imagine is in the Patreon if you want to know how to size up a chart. It's all in there. And that's, a lot of people, we got 201 of those patrons that are investing in themselves, becoming self-reliant. That's the whole point of the Patreon. You're supporting the stream, but it is with the goal of trying to make one become self-reliant to where they can identify patterns themselves. They can do this on their own. They don't have to rely on me. Okay. All the public videos? Well, I don't have too many public videos that are just specified for education. Live streaming, what'll happen is I'll do education segments on the stream for free for everyone watching at that time that's willing to invest themselves, right? And then I will clip that and put it in the Patreon. And that's an incentive to join the Patreon, because if you want to learn from me, everything's done for free live, and then it is handed to you on a silver platter in the Patreon, right? But yeah, there's an education tab. There's only three episodes or three videos that are devoted to education on my channel. The Fibonacci one is so important though. If you want to learn about harmonics and stuff, you need to master Fibonacci, and I will post that video for y'all. It's got over 10,000 views now. Thanks a lot for that. Definitely shadow banned again. Gotta love it. YouTube is, seriously, man.
Patrons are woke.
Matthew D, thank you for the 3s, dude. Indeed. Cheers, dude. Let's see. What was I supposed to do? Oh yeah, I was gonna give the Fibonacci video. I'll post it. But guess what? It's not monetized, It's just I just want you to become more learned. So that 16-minute video on Fibonacci, rudimentary aspects of it, everything. A lot of things you would want to know or need to know about Fibs is what in this video I'm posting in the live chat right now. Okay. Be sure if you enjoy it, hit that like button, whatever. Okay. So XLM, I don't know. So I don't really know what it's doing right now. Okay, I don't know if it's creating a harmonic, right? If it's flagging, you know. I think eventually it could see 7 cents again. You know, if this is a harmonic, right? You just think about open mind here with a scam wick. You know, 50%, 886 is the target, right? Way down here.
Patreon is fantastic and has been lit lately. If you have $101 to invest per month, I take 100 and join Patreon. Invest in yourself. Games.
Is that a joint?
Nerd, thank you for the 420 and the Patreon advocacy. Thank you, dude. That means a lot. All right. Cheers, dude. Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of stuff. I mean, God, I've been going overtime in Patreon because there's been so many opportunities across the markets, man. All of them. Understandable, Brian P. Completely understand. So anyway, it could be it, man. I mean, value, the deep value for XLM 6.6 cents, all right? But again, you're telling me to look at something where I don't think there's much of an edge, even if it does break and reverse the upside here, okay? Just, it had this was the edge. The edge was here. The edge has been given up. It's kind of done now, and it's like, you know, movie ends, but they don't show you when the movie ends, life afterwards. This is life after the movie ends, okay? Oh my God, we did it, man. We blew up the Death Star. Holy crap. Yes. But then, like, all this crap happened. All right, just for instance, in Star Wars, right? When they've done the new ones now, then, like, everyone's old and people getting wrecked, and it's like, what was even the point of that if all this happened and it was all futility? You know, that's kind of XLM now. Anyway. 9838, sorry chat. You thought there was going to be something. We all did. Thought this could have been it. Knocking on heaven's door, hardcore, man. Let's go to that tether chart. I just want to take a gander. Look at this, dude. Jesus. It's insane, man. Like, this is, I mean, it went and, like, tested. So for Binance, 99.50, what was it? I think the top for Binance was 10,000. Yeah, that's the top for Binance. And I think it went up, almost touched it. It was like dollars away. But what we are seeing here, Bitcoin is still showing accumulation. And the major pattern is the right angled and descending broadening formation, man. Sorry, man, this is not my regularly scheduled programming time, so I'm a little off, right? That's always going to be the case. Hopefully I'm doing alright for you. But unfortunately, not a breakout stream. Attempted breakout and failed, but it's great because of this. It's wonderful because of this. Like, at this point, it's like, don't care. Fulfilled its destiny, right? This was the destiny, man. Bitcoin testing 99.50 again, whether it breaks it in moons or it tests it, fails, and begins its major reverse to the downside, is yet to be seen. But at least we now have it, because for the past 6 days since I posted this, we had not hit 99.50.
Hello, I've been a Patreon for almost a year straight.
Thank you.
It is an essential part of my life now, as swing trading suits my lifestyle. But also on top of it, I get to run my daily business and happen to get a good rundown of the markets. Thanks, Mitch and team.
Smiley face, man. Thanks so much for the 420. Did I do it?
Is that a joint?
Don't even remember. Thank you, dude, for all the support over all this time. Yeah, dude, you a real one. And there is benefit. There is value in it, right? I mean, like, you know how hard I work in the unofficial setups chat and, like, scanning. I scan substantial amounts, and that's like why static videos I don't really do them, because it's like I'm spending time not streaming instead of making static videos, scanning charts, right? There's only so much time in the day, you know, for it to not be a chore, you know, and something I don't want to do. So, and that's probably, you know, why my growth is meh, you know. Growth's okay, it's just it probably could be better if I did static videos too, but it's like, Jay, I don't know, man. That's holy crap, dude. Let's go. Let's go, Kevin Miller. Let's go, Kevin, man. Thank you, dude.
Appreciate you sharing what you know so we can make a dollar. Over the last 12 months my IRA 8x, and when I sell Nano later today my IRA will be 14x. I invested a large portion of my IRA in Nano on May 1st. I'm now financially free thanks to all you do. Thank you.
Kevin Miller, thank you for the $100 super chat. The kind words, and congratulations on being financially free. But dang, dude, with Nano, that's gotta be, and that'll probably be in Time Magazine. So, sir, how did you become financially independent? It was 4 letters, Nano. Okay. And the reporter's like, what are you talking about, Nano? It's like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, man. It's an S coin. So, thanks, dude. Really appreciate it. Congrats on preserving capital and making capital, which I tried, that's what I try to make this stream about, not moon boy-ish. We'll hype the chat though, because we put in the hard work when we're not mooning every day. So yeah, you gotta reward yourself and you gotta go all out when things are going great, but with price action, but I mean, the recent recovery, the reflexive rally we've gotten, life-changing wealth could have been acquired. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people, including me, my portfolio is higher than it was, for sure, than before the crash. So, but the thing was, the only way I think that you lose bad is you freaking sold the bottom, panic sold at areas of value where there was actually divergence and stuff, right? So, oh my god, dude. Somehow, we're talking about Nano, and all of a sudden someone brings up XRP. Of course, unironically. I just don't understand it, man. It doesn't make any sense. CRX is up 12% today. Fantastic. Hitting its targets is so good. Zcash, 4%. Alright, but OMG breaking out. Well, 60-minute meh. Kang's at an area value. Yeah, it is. It is Kang. Y'all remember Kang yesterday? Where's my Kang chart? Gold though, chat, look at this. Gold says, no, we will not go without a fight. We will not go into the night.
Bruh.
3 white soldiers being painted again. A larger 3 white soldiers than the previous that got destroyed immediately. Holy crap. Gold, baby, gold. Back above critical areas that you had to get back above. You're doing it, man. So the next step, which we talked about yesterday, is for gold to not get thwarted here and paint a bearish 3 falling peaks pattern. You must get above 1744. It must happen. I'm sure maybe this is having something to do with Jerome Powell's meeting. It might be, dude. So maybe it's good for golds. And it's kind of like 1 bottom, 2 bottoms. Let's see here. Did we? Oh my. Nope. It was too close to a double bottom, but you could have been like it was maybe some sort of off-brand hidden bullish divergence where you double bottom on price but still make, higher levels or lower levels in the histogram, higher levels negative momentum and then, lower levels relative strength. I mean, it's kind of like that, like class C or something, but yeah, get above this and then you would see, I think right above that 1743 is going to be 1762, but then the top, like the supply line would be way up at like 1776, remember?
Bruh.
Whoa. Oops, sorry. How did that happen? So let's go back to Bitcoin on the daily, on the Coinbase chart for you to see that, at any point, we just had a red candle doji yesterday. So any kind of green today would be a bullish engulfing technically. But you know how engulfing candles, you want engulfing candles to look like this. You don't want them to look like this. This is a bearish engulfing candle, very small, almost like engulfing candles this small are almost just like with just indecision candles. This was a pretty decent engulfing candle. This was an engulfing candle that turned into more higher prices. You know, I mean, just, but these are the best, even though this one did get rejected. What a joke. So that negative momentum's still there, but again, like if the prices start climbing, all of a sudden it's like the bears have no control of this market if we really start going positive again, probably, right? You break 99.50 for real, we start going positive, man. It's like the divergence played out, and it was this effective, meaning not effective at all, and that is a lot of times in uptrend, real strong uptrends, that is how bearish divergence actually performs. Heck, man, it actually performs even a little better than it's been performing now. Because, dude, you just go back to short-term history. I mean, 1 year ago, or a little over a year ago, where you had a high, a slightly higher high, extreme amounts of divergence, and you didn't do anything. I mean, extreme amounts of divergence here, high. You did reverse. People got scared. But like on the second peak, man, boom. But then what happened right after? You know, how did this all change? There was classic divergence on Bitcoin on the 4 hour. But if you look here, you can see from this low to that slightly higher low, in the end, you had hidden bullish divergence that I did not identify. So bearish divergence turns right into hidden bullish divergence, and then we go again, right, to the end. So the divergence underperforms and uptrends. We're putting that to the test. Is this truly some sort of uptrend here, or are we just screwed? I mean, just accumulation. You just keep making higher lows somehow. We got less than 18 minutes until your 4 hour candle close. Goodness. Thanks for the nearly 600 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. It could be Gia. I mean, dude, just the price actions, just so much suppression, right? Suppression, higher lows. You run up, suppressed. Once you get suppressed, eventually just another higher low, and then it's like then you are attempting again. You're trying so hard. Remember the stat that's really interesting, and I don't know if it'll turn into anything about it. Hold on. What is the stat again? It's okay, so Grayscale Investments, this GBTC, the asset we looked at earlier, they have purchased more than 1.5 times the number of Bitcoins mined since the third Bitcoin halving for its Bitcoin trust. This indicates that there is a strong institutional demand for the cryptocurrency, which is expected to grow significantly post the coronavirus crisis, which it did. But you just think with like institutions, like real ones, like pioneers too, acquiring this and continuing to accumulate, and then it's just like they weren't doing it this time, were they? No, nope, not this time. We had the buying climax, not in October or February, but now, yeah, something's changed since this crash and the recovery. More institutions involved, so that could very well be it. I mean, look, man, a low, a higher low, a higher low, a higher low, and higher lows. I mean, that's. Well, I'll tell you this: if we get rejected here and we start dumping, we break 94.50, and that's when I start getting down to 91.50. I think we're gonna be
3 rising valleys on that V. Breakout high. Can we get your input? 0.00177600 BTC.
Microangelo, thank you so much for the $17.51 of Bitcoin. Helping me accumulate those bags, dude. Alright, add an alert on gold. Because gold's still pumping, it's near its highs of the day. So that, like, you know, big one breaking 9400, 9150, getting to those areas, I'm going to be like, yeah, I think we're in phase D, maybe a Wyckoff distribution. Could be possible. But we also know the trend has not truly been broken, the uptrend, until we break below the low of 8700 from late May, because that is the previous discernible swing low on the daily. Discernible swing lows, those are like, when in doubt, you don't know what trend you're in, you go to the daily, and then you say, what was the previous discernible low? Oh, okay. Well, once that gets broken, that's when the trend is truly reversing to the downside. All right. It was more like a double bottom, all right, with hidden bullish divergence. This is the way I'd been looking at Activision. You had the whipsaw. This was the crash, right, where you had a really well-established channel. You fell out of it, you know, fell below the 200-day moving average for a little while, and you rallied. You hit the top of it, regarded as resistance again, its validity. Then you sold off to hit the heart line, God, before pivoting, rallying, gapping up, hitting the high to low, all-time highs back from October 2018. You hit the 786, reversed, hit this old 2017 peak. It was once resistance. It has now been regarded as support. You rallied, you sold off again. It's like double bottom, and when you were double bottoming, look at this hidden bullish divergence that occurred. You're rallying. Yes, up $74 almost on the day.
Everything you do. Because of you, I have lost the fear of trading and learned to invest in myself the right way. Hype in the chat.
Hype in the chat!
Magdio Estrada, thank you so much, man, for the $4.99 super chat. It's wonderful. That's what the stream's about, man. I think for far too long, the barrier of entry for trading has been education, right? And people, you know, and someone educating in a way that makes it a little fun, where we learn, we calm down, we hang out, we chill, and then we get back to learning, you know. 120 beats per minute on music, that's a subliminal way of keeping you engaged. You don't even know it, man. All right. So Activision going on a double bottom. Maybe break out the double bottom, but you know, 786 is $75 the next target. I think after that, I think the target's been 78.34. All right, that's a gap fill. That's where I think Activision's heading in time. All right, it's gorgeous. I also think we could probably have our own new channel or something here. Maybe not though. I think it broke the channel. You know, it's out of that, so you know, whatever. But hey, how did all this start? Chat, how did everything begin? What was the genesis of the recovery for Activision? I will show you. It was House Harmonic, a bullish cipher, a textbook bullish cipher. It was the end. It was the beginning. We are kings.
Bruh.
98.66 on Bitcoin. Near the overhead resistance, right? For sure.
XLM Paris bro. Sorry if already done, just logged on.
Oh, no worries. Zero too cool. Thanks for the £5. My God. We got a lot of Europeans watching right now. Thanks so much. Yeah, we did look at it. It was actually requested. That's okay, man. Whatever. No big deal. It was really, there's no edge. The edge was here with the price contraction. And it broke out of the upside. Even back tested the old supply line as a demand line. Also back tested the 200 moving average at the same time. And then rallied, hit that 100% measure move like to Jesus. We're talking, right, 1567 bars, right? Perfect. And that is exactly where it reversed. Traders settled up at that literal 100% measure move and reversed. That's perfect. I mean, that is like, it doesn't get better than that. So for now, you know, I think you're maybe flagging or something down sloping consolidation after a nice little wave up. And the negative momentum has been, you know, going on since June 4th. So 6 days now, no positive momentum on the 4 hour. So if Bitcoin breaks out, if everything's bullish, then you would think that XLM is probably going to go right back up to 8.4 cents to test again its new local highs. And if it breaks that, I think eventually 8.7 to 8.88 cents. I'm kind of surprised it didn't hit that, because that's like the next overhead resistance. Look left, right here. I mean, that is how perfect TA can be sometimes, where there's an overhead resistance that you think, oh yeah, no brainer, it's gonna hit that if it runs. In this wave, you'd be like, oh, it's gonna hit that. But it didn't. It only hit the measured move of the previous pattern. So cool, man. So yeah, those would be, I mean, that's huge. That's a big deal, man. You made a 97% retrace so far. But I also said, like, if Bitcoin slumps and sells off, you know, then there's maybe the chance of like a cipher or it would be a cipher. It wouldn't even be a bat. It'd be the 786 would be the area of value, not the 886. Excuse me. So I'm glad we came back to this. This would definitely be the PCZ of a potential bullish cipher, 6.8 cents. So you're talking about value trading, trying to find value. It's down here, right? For now, it's all on Bitcoin, man. 9,900 again. Whoa, we did it, dude. 9 minutes till your 4-hour close. Hope y'all are having a good day. Wednesday. Hump day. Diablo is a scandal? Nah, dude, Diablo was one of the best. Well, Diablo 2 was one of the best games ever created by a human. Okay. Maybe even an alien. I think people that played Diablo 2 back in the day would certainly agree with me on that. Yep, Lord Destruction. Oh yeah, dude. Alexander, you get me, dude. I was talking to Rimlog in general chat yesterday, and well, just a bunch of people, because there's a ton of people in here that do love, you know, that did game. I used to game, you know, not anymore, but, you know, my early 20s and late teens and stuff I did. Mid-20s even. But like, I was thinking about maybe doing a Diablo 2 stream if there was ever enough you know, demand for it. Rodrigo, is that true? Let's look at Ethereum again. Well, that was like the second asset I think we looked at. It's still right at this freaking area, man, from May 30th. Can you even believe it, man? It's perfect. So you break that, man, for real with candle close confirmation. But 251 is that area, man. You got to break that, and you could see 277 if Bitcoin's strong.
Rocket City. Does that make me the Rocket Man?
Bruh.
Kind of. I mean, it makes your whole town the Rocket City, dude. Hunts Vegas. People are probably Googling Hunts Vegas right now. It's actually Huntsville, but yeah, I would say you're more of a Rocket Man than many of us because of that. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I found out. I didn't even know this about the ACR. You know, they in the past like few years, or like 3 to 5 years ago, the last ACRs being built were in Alabama, in Huntsville, and evidently they had all kinds of problems with them. So, and now I found out that the ACR and the SCAR, different companies, are like done. Like they're done with ARs and ACRs and SCARs, man. They're not producing them anymore. And Remington, who owns Bushmaster, you know, got sued about the Sandy Hook thing. So they're just. So what I bought yesterday, certainly a collectible, but the gun I own is in itself a collectible now. Learned a lot of new stuff about it. It's pretty crazy. Not Shinobi, from the sources I got, it's looking like no, their scars aren't even being made anymore. Israel gold lower high. Well, it's not confirmed yet, right? I mean, you have to wait. What if it's still climbing? Bread playing Diablo, huh? Oh yeah, a piece of bread doing a bail run. Magic Find bail run. I think they got rid of Magic Find or something. I can't remember. Oh yeah, dude, I'm on the call. Look, Boaz nerd, it was the Jerome Powell call, the Fed meeting. I'm in the top left. Let's go, dude. Hey, everybody. How you doing?
Bruh.
Nice one, dude. Can you believe how rejected, man, Bitcoin got? I can believe it. You want to see futures right now? Stupid. Here are your futures. Bottom right of your screen is Bitcoin, right? Where it got today a high of 10,130. And when it sold off, it hit a low of 9,723. Do you even talk about volatility? It's there, man. Currently sitting at 99.70.
Bruh.
Of course, Nero. Of course, man. What a beautiful little uptrend and more scamminess, right? Kinda.
Congrats on 30K, bro. Hard work is paying off. Could you please take a look at that?
Sure, dude. Here is your zoomed out view of BAT. Thanks again, dude. Well, it had hidden bullish divergence right here. I mean, this was pinged at everyone. I mean, warning, warning, alert. There is hidden. It was the only asset on the market, I think, at the time that had hidden bullish divergence. Boom, broke to the upside. Very nice move up. But you have reversed, right? You up thrusted through a previous high, March 6th, big time resistance. You are below it right now. Technically, you were just right at it, below it. So see, last time, this is where we were thwarted before a huge move back down. May 9th, right? Bitcoin insanity. So breaking this on BAT, I do think the next target's 27.5 cents. That's been the case. That's it. It's an uptrend, stair stepping for now. Huge indecision on this 4-hour candle with a high of 25.4 cents to a low of 23.7 cents. Doesn't seem like much. That's kind of a big deal. You know, it's Bitcoin. So there was definitely, you know, a patron, I think Catterday maybe it was, had mentioned some real classic bearish divergence. But look, I mean, the bearish divergence, it's playing out. It happened. It reversed. Congratulations on TA working out. But if you're in an uptrend, remember, bearish divergence like this can underperform. And then you pivot and run again to higher prices. Maybe there's a 1-2. Yep, look, there's a little acceleration of the demand. The uptrends like this, but in the uptrend you have acceleration again of demand. That's what it is. Accumulation, whatever you want to call it. Oh, but I don't know, man. Holy crap. Is this real? Dude, this is kind of real. Like a rising wedge or something. Whoa. So look, I mean, the bottom of the channel, you can go all the way down to 21.9 cents and preserve the uptrend. Right? That's where it could go if Bitcoin reverses to the downside. And that's very possible. Bitcoin's at 98.50. It can't do it, man. At some point, it could just start dumping, you know, just start going red like it's been doing every time we go live. And it's been creating any price action. Starts up and then just dumps completely. So looking a little tired on BAT at this point with the pattern and a little divergence. It's still making higher lows, but do you think with price contraction like this, it could break to the downside? And you would think that a target would be around 22 cents. But it's probably only going to happen if Bitcoin dumps. So that's it. Wonderful recovery. So far, BAT has achieved, I think, a 618 retrace, maybe 50%. Let's go to the daily on this. Oh man, I don't even have it. I mean, I was just doing that to clear it up. Yep, you have exceeded a 618 actually. And again, right, the next target, if you break where you just March 6 high, then the 786 is 28 cents. That's pretty much the next resistance where traders settled up on November of 2019. That's why it's the next target. And it's also a February 23rd, but it was a high there too. So okay, there is your back. See, the wedge is indiscernible here on the daily, kind of. You can't really tell, but 4 hour, it's definitely kind of there. Definitely there. 50 seconds until your 4 hour candle close. Let's go to Bitcoin that has not broken out. All it did was bamboozle us. And it's closed below. So many things, you know, hey, we rejected it again, man. Both resistances get destroyed.
BAT please bro again, sorry if you already done.
02 cool. Is this real life? There's BAT, rising wedge maybe, bearish divergence. You break this demand line, you could eventually see 21.5 to 22 cents moving target. in the uptrend. All right, bro. Been a nice run. If you break to the upside, if Bitcoin breaks the upside, 27.5 cents the next target. You got to break 24.9 cents, which we failed to do even now, right? Resistance from March 6th. Boom. There it is. All right, new candle has been born, chat.
Bruh.
Zero, we were bamboozled, man. 98.50, no breakout yet, man. But it's trying. It's been trying. Sure, Nero. Thank you, dude. What's up, Ken? Nice community. I agree. Can't call it a rejection. Still early. I mean, yeah. I mean, sure. You go back up, test it again, right? Just see how it goes. Sean, they're just different fields of TA, I think. I mean, they have similarities, but nah, not really. It's like you choose your path, man. Like, oh, you want to be an Elliott Wave guy? Fine. You want to be a Ichimoku Cloud guy? Okay. You want to be a Fib Circles guy? I don't even know how that works or if it works, dude. But whatever. I mean, there are different ways to do it. I chose the harmonic world with other things I learned. This is when I use harmonics, it's like my own system, right? That I learned kind of myself, but it just made sense. It was like there was already a way to trade, and then I just started implementing harmonics and started mastering harmonics. And so now that's my thing, you know, like my strategy, my way as a trader to get from point A to point B, where other people don't use it at all. Most people don't use harmonics, right? And that's cool. But I'm here to at least try to educate and spread the word about such a ancient, wonderful system. Well, you know, the harmonics, and then adding my own strategy, converging it, marrying them together. It's really cool. So Sub Shinobi, a question like that is, of course, right? Everything's possible, right? So asking questions like that are always going to be yes, because again, anything is possible on these markets, on these charts. Yes, Zill's doing things, Stephen. We looked at it early in the stream. The futures, the S&P 500, Dow Jones are selling off. I mean, we got 26,954, and near the lows of the day on the Dow Jones, and the S&P is getting there, right? 3186.50. Bitcoin's just completely lost it. It's insane, whipsawing like crazy. 99.65 futures. Elliot, I don't know, man. I mean, like above 98.50, it's not like really much of a resist. The resistance, like here, like 1 and 2, you know, and you're at it again. You're trying to break it, but you aren't. I don't alert. Do I have an alert set up on Zill? Thought I did. Okay, is this not even the chart I was looking at? It is breaking out. Whoa. Oh yeah, my alert's there. It's just I see now. Okay. Did you get a candle close confirmation breakout though? Oh, well, the daily is what's most important here. Dude, I just did all this work. Was it not on this chart? Look, this is Zill. Still going. Still trying to break out here. But nothing matters until it closes above this area when this time expires. 3 hours, 55 minutes. That's when your daily candle closes. Alright, so great stuff, man. Very good on Zill. It's mooning. Hardcore. Bitcoin's still struggling. 98.87 now. Only up 1% on the day. Sorry, I did go live early to try to give you that coverage you like, but what can we do, man? When Bitcoin scams. There you are, dude. It's just like, what do you want? Hey, Bo Esner, welcome to the world. Welcome to my world. Is that the song, dude? King of the Moon, absolutely. You want to see one, dude? Here's one that was posted, King of the Moon, May 14th. It was called Tap. It was a bullish bat pattern. Bullish divergence on the MACD on the 4 hour, but the monthly was showing a reversal. My buying trigger, or what made me post this trade setup, was the bullish hammer, okay? On a back test of an old level from like 2016 or 2008 or something stupid. But yeah, this is a previous trade setup on Tap. Alright, 2 targets achieved. Okay, well there's a third target, but you know, you don't always get the third target. So we got 1 and 2 on Tap. Maybe we make a higher low at some point, show some hidden divergence, reverse, and run again to eventually hit it. Or if not, no big deal, right? So that's Tap, dude. What's up, J-Mob?
There was a time last year I wasn't sure if I would even be here. Today I celebrate 38 years on this earth. Thanks for continuing to pull me up onto the table.
Hype in the chat!
Hype in the chat for J-Mob. Thank you so much, man, for the 25. I'm really glad you're still here, dude. Alright. And thank you for, you know, giving me a chance, right? Everyone, it's a first impression, isn't it? You come in here and you're like, you don't know what to think. Speaking all this TA jargon, and maybe I have a Viking hat on or something stupid. So, hey, man, it was on you. Thank you, dudes. And again, it's not easy, right? I mean, medical complications happen, and glad you're pulling through one day at a time, man. Cheers. But J-Mode, man, come on. What's up with Bitcoin? Like, why can't it not? At 98 or 9,900, whatever. It's this right here that it's trying to break. It just, blah. Lose my freaking mind. Nice, the song's on. So, King of the Moon, that was one, right? And then just shortly after, what was it? Yeah, 3 days later, posted the SSL trade setup that we even showed in the stream.
Hype for the birthday boy.
Vinzozors, are you the birthday boy? Is it you, dude? Don't make. I don't know if that's what you mean. Or is it J-Mob's birthday? Oh my god, it's okay today. Sorry, I misread that. Hold on. Give me a sec. All right, here's your confetti. Sorry, man. A lot going on. And happy birthday, J-Mode, man. 38 years. Young. I'm in the chat. Sorry, I was more focused on, you know, your health and like you being alive and stuff more than it being just your birthday, you know, so that's what happened there. Cheers, dude. This stream's for you. Thanks. So, King of the Moon. SSL. Bob. But don't think we've just completely given up on Bitcoin and we don't trade Bitcoin anymore, man. 8,700. Renee was saying we're going to zero. Renee still says we're going to zero. Boom. Right? All 3 targets achieved. Of course, the FRE, whatever. But you're still just right around that third target of this falling wedge trade. So, yeah, these are successful trades, man. Like, whatever. You want to talk about the Patreon, dude? How about this, man? This one of my best trades of the recovery, right? This was March 26, right? Target was testing previous all-time highs as support. Well, it was about to, or it already did. Right, had trade set up with a stop below that, a descending broadening wedge with all the bullish divergence you could ever ask for. You see it. on the daily and 4 hour at the same time. And Target, man, Target, boom, went down one more time to test that old support. Never got stopped out and just gone. 3 targets achieved. Beautiful. Leaving the confetti up because this one still holding a little bit for the dividends, man. And the retirement. Perfect.
Bruh, bruh, bruh.
So that's what we do when Bitcoin's boring, right? We look at other assets, and the other assets were not boring. What is it? Target or Starbucks is like closing down 400 stores permanently or something stupid? Yeah, wrecked. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I mean, it doesn't look that bad on the chart. It's only down 4%, which is like, really? That's not that bad, man. Where did you get rejected? On Starbucks, you're rejected up here at the 786. I don't even know if you tested you didn't even test the supply line, right? The new one right here. I thought you would do that. I mean, dude, it's such a small move down comparative to the recovery. That what if it just starts rallying again, fills the gap, and goes up more? I mean, that is very well what could happen with this freaking market right now. So, but yeah, not good fundamentally ever. Almost look like a miniature X, A, B, C, a butterfly, right? D up here. 1618, anyone? You see that? Nah. So, get wrecked Starbucks. Your very mediocre coffee. Sorry, dude, you're going to take a hit. 400 stores closed. Great. Sox owns you is asking if you should sell his Zilliqa. Well, dude, the thing is, it being up in profit like this, never a problem to take profit, but why it might be a reasonable area to take profit, using technical analysis because of where we are. I mean, look where you are. You're trying to break out. And you could get some price action above this overhead resistance. And if you do hold above this line, you'll see 3.7 cents. But these are definite areas where you hit it, you up thrust, you fail, and then that's where you dump and correct. But again, I'm not going to tell you what to do ever, because you're asking that, which it means you clearly don't have a plan. You just bought and didn't know what you were doing on when you were going to sell. So that's not good. When you're asking questions like that, it lets me know you don't have a plan. And trading is all about having a plan. So that would have been a plan. Hey man, we would take some profit here, man. And if it keeps running, we got a little bit left, but man, we've ensured that if it does reverse here, we got our tendies, right? Tendies out of the oven. True that extra. It's just not that good of coffee, but wonderful marketing. They did such a good job of that, and that's how they're so successful. Marketing and the franchise, right? That's how that works. Or it's not franchise, but it's like them franchising their brand, where it's like the same thing everywhere, a standard. That's how it works. McDonald's did the same thing, man. The pumpers pulled out. Airlines, yep, probably. What's up, Marco, dude? He says the break incoming, and he's praying. Yep, prayers for Bitcoin, for sure.
Bruh.
Alright, so it's that time of the day where if you are a lurker, say something, dude. Alright? Been live for 1 hour, 23 minutes. Extremely early stream, or much earlier than my scheduled time, to bring you live coverage of the price action of Bitcoin and other assets across the market. I have to see chat be spammed with people saying things, okay? What's up, Ed Moss? So Fish Face is here too. Yanoslav. Azana. IBLB's here too. Yeah, what is up with y'all? All these good people here and not even letting me know you're here. Look, Auburner's here. Dude, come on. That's the first thing you said all stream. XRP, the new green deal or whatever. What's up, dude? Sam T's here. Martin. Taco Tuesday. What's up, DZAM?
bruh,
Thanks for the 5 or the 10 on the day. Hope you're doing well up there. Because I'm sure Chi-Town's still probably going crazy. What's up, Korea Kuh? We out here, man. We out here, Kuh. What's up, Renee? Wrench Renee. Not Perma Bear Renee. What's up, Strock? There's the NYC Pitbull. You're at the pool listening. Man, hopefully you got some sunscreen on, dude. Protect yourself. But it's good to hear you're getting some vitamin D, where studies have come out now that you are more susceptible to succumbing to coronavirus if you have a vitamin D deficiency. My dad sent me a big article on it today. So, and I posted a lot of that research in the health only chat in Discord. It's pretty new. So if you do want to, contribute to that by, that chat in the Discord with information on health, all kinds of cool things, we have an actual channel for it now. But don't post anything else. Just post health stuff, because it'll just get deleted if it's weird. So Bitcoin Boy is still at work, but I thought you were Bitcoin, a boy. So I thought that was your job. Hey, David Boyd. Dave McLean said saved nearly 50% on his insurance today. Shop around people. Yeah, dude. Yeah, one of my best friends' insurance. This company's okay. We thought he was wrecked, but the PPP saved him. He saved me a lot of money and my family. What's up, Soup Dragon? Yep, reasonable hour to the UK and people in Europe. Imagine working today, Clenny. Well, people are working, but they imagine being able to concentrate and focus on your work today, right? So Zill's still at that 2.8 cent major resistance, dude. Don't know if you'll break it. It's been a huge straight line up. I mean, no way to channel that or chart it. Yeah, keys, man, keys. What's up, Glenn? One Man Army, good to see you, dude. Don't see you type too often these days. Fracid German Cup Lurker, what does that mean, dude? Because you're not German. Oh, you're not, you might have German blood, but you're definitely not like German, where you live there and speak German. Yeah, SPX finally having a red day. Finally, dude. Let's go to it, since Bitcoin's just, quite disappointing. Well, I'll add an alert if we get back above it, but again, you'd have to 3 hours, 40 minutes till confirmation, dude. It's just, Bitcoin is killing its father, Larry. Pathetic. Disappointing. Whoa, what's happening? Why is my... Oh, it was me adding the alert that lagged me. Yep, sorry, Bitcoin. You suck. 9868, you're not breaking it. Sorry. Look at this, dude. Look at this. You had one day false breakout. Look, man. At the supply line of the ascending, broadening wedge, we are reversing, at least for now. A gap fill. 31.14, but 31.50 I think will be back tested at some point. You'd think, right? It's like a previous peak from November 29th. It's not a major one. It's not a crazy one. But you'd think at least, if it doesn't fill the gap, one of these two are going to be targets. This is a straight line up, man. Straight freaking line up. God, at this point, we draw a demand line here. It's like stupid. Look at this. Look at this price contraction. That's like a rising wedge almost, isn't it? Dude, breaking this, forget about it, right? You probably see 3,020 again, or maybe 2,950 breaking this. But anchoring this way, I don't know if you'd call it a valid rising wedge because all the white space, but it serves the same purpose. It's psychologically the same thing, where it's like, man, you are squeezed in between a demand line and a supply line. And that will break soon. These patterns have a higher probability of breaking the downside. But we have that variable of the money printer going brrr. How about that, man? Those anchor points, pretty freaking interesting. Getting rid of this bottom one here, which I still think's valid. It would be a demand line at some point, but dang, dude. Rising wedge stuff.
Bruh.
NASDAQ composite. Unreal, right? 10,020 today. All-time highs again. You have not back tested 98.36, which is the previous all-time high from February 19th. You think you would, and then eventually the 100%, or sorry, the 1.272 fib extension is 10,707. That's first target, man. Of the NASDAQ. It's overbought, 4 hour, I get it and all that, but not really sure what if we have a pattern structure or anything like that. Don't know, dude. Let's try this. 1, 2. That's definitely a demand line right there. You bring it all the way up like that. It's just a nice channel. Just 1 on the bottom, 2 on the bottom, and then just a few on the top right here. And really nice look. If you anchor that way, look at the heart line. You're in the bottom part of the quadrant. So this, look at the upside potential on it. It's crazy. Assuming the S&P doesn't dump. I think NASDAQ might be doing its own thing. It's outperforming everything. It's outperforming Bitcoin, S&P 500, Dow Jones, Russell 2000, you name it. Qs, dude. Well, NASDAQ, but what's within the NASDAQ? The Qs, which is my baby, dude. It's like face tattoo. When face tattoo of the Qs? Good question. That is 246 all-time highs today, up 1.2%, high to low. 1272's target, 257 in time, if you can believe it. Somehow you broke out of the freaking structure you were in. It's insane. Dude, 98.62 Bitcoin, forget it, dude. Just forget about it. This is pathetic, dude. In before colossal dump, because pathetic price action, rejection. Like, what did it even do? What did Bitcoin even just do? All it did was reject 99.50, and now on this new candle at closing below both resistances, it's now attempting to back test this 9900 area as resistance. Pathetic. I mean, trash. Disappointing. Right? Almost emotionally involved with how sad it is, right? Like, that's it, dude? Really? No, it is out of time. I am done with Bitcoin. I'm just kidding, of course. Give it time, indeed. That's telling, man. That's like, these are definitely resistance points, and we're just not breaking them yet. All right, trying, but Yikes indeed, John Ball. That's exactly the word for the SPX right now, the way it's looked at. Yep. Yikes. Yeah, everything's overbought. 70% of S&P 500 stocks are above 70 on the RSI on the daily. Real life. Zill's still above that 2.78 cent area. Still barely above it. No Jar Jar analogies, Connor. Sorry, dude. Those movies are not worth mentioning ever with Star Wars, okay? What's up, Mr. Ken, dudes? Thanks for the advocacy. Much love. Thank you for supporting the stream, alright? Still sitting at 201 patrons. Second time in history. Well, KNC to BTC, I believe we had discovered a cup with handle, an actual real cup with handle, not even a joke. And we had a target for it, dude. If I ever can find it, you know.
Canopy Growth Corp.
John Whitworth, thanks, man, for the 5. Yeah, not much to look at besides, you know, it making its eyebrows look. I mean, this is CGC. I mean, it's like a position trade, dude. It's like one, you know, would have taken their long, and you just hold it till $28 to $40. It's a colossal pattern. This pattern is multi-years, right? This started in June 2017. So 786, it reversed. Then Corona came and crashed. So it doesn't mean something pattern this large doesn't mean like just because Corona caused a crash, it doesn't have value at an 88% retrace to the next fib node. So it's reversed there. And again, waiting patiently in the position until between $28 and $40. Make my decision up there once it gets closer on the daily. That's it. Sitting patiently. No fear, right? Targets. 28 to 40. It's that simple. I don't need to look at the 4 hour or anything else. I'm just playing this huge structure here, okay? That's all I'm doing. Reinvesting the dividends if it takes more than 3 months, whatever.
Bruh.
John, there you go, man. It's true, bears have been very pathetic. Yeah, trash, and it's hilarious, you know? It's like, what? Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, man, it's going to 0. Just kidding, because the bullish conditions were shown when 4 hour divergence and hidden bullish divergence on the daily played out, right? That means the bulls are in control of the market still. It's right. You know, in bearish conditions, bullish indicators are rather tenuous. They're weak, and a lot of times they don't play out. And if they do play out, they underperform vastly before dumping to lower prices, right? That certainly didn't happen on Bitcoin at 8,700. That was that trade setup. It has hit all its targets. It's like at one of its targets right now, the third target of the wedge. So yeah, absolute pathetic on the bear side too, if we're gonna be impartial here. Yeah. Good water, man. I don't really know where my Kyber chart is. Couldn't tell you. That's so weird. It's like, I know I did this yesterday. We looked at it yesterday. Well, maybe it's on this chart. I don't know, dude. This is like, hold on a sec, all right? Unupdated work. I'm looking, man. That's not it either. Oh, maybe. What the heck? Oh, found it. It was the weekly, and it was my update. All right, so this is the weekly on KNC to BTC. I guess the only time scale where it's visible. But the neckline's been broken. Not with confirmation. You got to wait 4 days for candle close confirmation, dude. But if it does candle close above this, that's a confirmed breakout of a cup with handle, and 100% measured move of the structure is 19,364 sats, which makes plenty of sense because the analysis we did yesterday, I'm telling you, you look left contextually, lines up perfect. There is no support resistance anywhere. I mean, it could go much higher than 19,364 technically above the measured move. That's all you have. Because look, the history of price up here is straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up. I mean, there's no real resistance on KNC to BTC actually until 29,228. So, I mean, it could eventually see those levels. But if you're just talking about having a target, having a plan for profit taking, it would be up here if one was in on this and got in before the breakout. At this point, I don't know. It's up 26% today. You really want to take a long now? I mean, that's buying at premium that we know there's upside potential. Okay, and what if Bitcoin it just rejected target areas where at least we know based on history, when you do reject 99.50 for real, you dump. You reverse majorly the downside. Yep, couple with handle, man. For real. Unironic couple with handle, man. Off to the ether. Almost unbelievable, right? Chat, what happened? Bitcoin suddenly isn't pumping and dead in the chat. Thanks for the 500 people here at least, I guess, right? That's y'all are still here, man, after 1 hour and 40 minutes of the stream. Why do I hate couple with handles so much? I don't hate couple with handles, but I hate when people misidentify everything with a couple with handle. That's what I do hate. All right, big difference. Couple with handles just don't appear that often, and people just say, "Is this couple with handle, man? Everything? Yes, this is all couple with handles. 15-minute couple with handle? Is that a 60-minute couple with handle, man? Nah, dude. But go to the weekly. Those real couple with handles, man. Think about the development of the pattern. It started March of 2019 and has finally broken out June 1st of 2020. A year and a quarter or so of development on this structure. Huge. The larger the pattern the structure is, the more reliable it can be of breaking out and hitting its targets. Yep, couple with handle on the 1 second chart. Perfect. David M, I mean, again, it's not like I like Litecoin's project or give a crap about it, right? I don't care. But I do like chart patterns. I do like classic accumulation patterns, dude, right? And that's what this channel's about. Dude, SSL. Listen to this, dude. You know, it was requested, I think Fishface, somebody requested this. We looked at it and said, oh my God, this is it. And this is the trade. Then we made the trade setup. And then it's like, I didn't even know what SSL was until last Thursday when patrons told me on Patreon night. I'm like, what is this? Is this also have something to do with Space Dude or something? And they're like, no, it's an energy company. I'm like, oh. You know how awesome that is? TA? You don't even have to know what the asset is. Though it is nice to know because you want to know what industry it's in. But we got money printer going burr stuff. So give me a pattern like that. Can definitely play out. Garcia, good idea, man. Gold WG, let's go. Gold. Where's Jeffy when you need him, man? Crap, I don't even know what. My alert didn't go off yet, though, so it's really not that big a deal. It hasn't broken really too much. Yeah, it's pulled back a little from when we last looked at it earlier in the stream. ARC. Oh, so if I don't hear the request via TTS, I can't do the request. That's the rule. Too many people, like, you know, if I get, you know, yesterday, right? These were like, people contributed to the stream requesting stuff. That was yesterday. So people were tipping $1 for can't do it.
I've learning so much every day. Much appreciated.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
Mr. Ken, thank you for 420. The further contribution to the stream, the community, the team, everything, man. All right. Much love. Cheers. But will we start moving that over a little bit? Because you can't even see the wick the way I had it. Thank y'all. Bitcoin's still in the green on the weekly, but 1 week, 2, 3, 5, 6. 6 of... Is that real? No. 5 of the last 6 weeks, Bitcoin has tested 99.50 and has not broken out. How many times do we have to test this resistance before we truly break it on one of the most significant time scales, right? This is the weekly, dude. Look, man, each week The only week we didn't test it was May 25th, 2 weeks ago. But we still tested 9600 and we broke it, and now we're at 9950. Are you talking about ARK investment as an ARK as a crypto, or are you talking about... Just let me know, man. Remember...
ARK investment, please.
Thank you. Thank you for the golden retrace contribution. $6.20. That's like 618. Give me the pair and maybe the exchange, because if we're talking about off-brand S coins, I need some help. I need like literally the ticker, the pairing, and the exchange would be the most helpful. All right. So post that in the chat and I'll find it. Okay, and then I'll go. Mike Lamb, sure, but the wave's not done, so it could just keep building on higher prices, and we're 10,550, and then all of a sudden there's no hidden bearish divergence, right? It's not done yet. Look, yeah, of course. If we started reversing majorly here, sure, hidden bearish divergence would kill you. But what happens when we break this and run up with a candle close confirmation at or above 10,200? Then there is absolutely zero hidden bearish divergence. So, ARKK. Ah, got you, dude. Thank you. Ah, man, this looks like the Qs, right? I mean, it's almost like, hey, I just did this, man. I just analyzed it. Now this is the weekly. V-shaped recovery like the Jesus man. Could be showing divergence on, I don't know. It just keeps going, dude. Well, let's go to the daily here. So it's the same thing. It's like, I'm gonna show you, watch this. Let's compare. Now watch this. QQQ. Oh, it's outperforming the Qs. Right? 21% to 35.85%, nearing its 1272, the target up here. Pretty cool. Now the Qs didn't go as low. See, you notice that? The whipsaw didn't go as low, but now it's not as high. So the target, 1272, 6832. Sorry, it's up there. All kinds of bearish divergence, right, on the MACD. But what the heck, man? Like, it's so far extended. It's like you got negative Momo, and it's like the bears have the ball. Why is it not selling off yet? I mean, it's just not. If anything, the argument could be made that it's some sort of hidden bullish. This is stupid. Freaking stupid. Money printer really is skewed. Like on these exchanges, the money printer skews the TA. It looks like, to me, definitely kind of skews it. I mean, the 4 hour, you get the divergence, it sells off, and then it just pivots, makes a higher low, double bottom, runs again to higher highs. So at least we got our fib extensions. There's not much you can do here. We could paint a channel if you truly want. Yeah, beautiful, beautiful little channel here. Okay, that's it. You could maybe say rising wedge if you anchored 1 and 2 here. But like, I love the channel. It looks great. Demand line's very well respected, and heart line's pretty good. So upside potential's there for real. I mean, $76 puts you at the top of the channel. If gravity is defied and money printer continue to burr, you could see yourself. I mean, but here we go, right? Targets 68.32, 72.27, and the golden mean ratio is 77.94. All right, those are your targets for now. There you go, dude. Zero to cool. Boom. So Bitcoin still green on the daily, the weekly, and technically the 4 hour, but not above resistances that must be broken, man. Right? It must be Ivan Drago'd, these horizontal line resistances. You see them, and you see where the price is, and it's not above them. That has to change very soon. In my opinion, look at this. I mean, look how we're squeezed in.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
Grab pumped at 359 today. Now up almost 4% after hours and is above the confirmation line of the double bottom. Can we take a look?
Sir, yes, sir. Thank you, Schwab man. Happy birthday again. Look, I post. If I have it, look, Grub with 2 B's because Grub man. Still right there, trying. It's up 3.3% after hours right now, $61. That is above it. Yeah, I mean, are you gapping up above it, dude? Well, there you go, dude. This is Grub. You got a 100% measure move of the potential pattern, which will, a few more days, we'll have confirmation of a breakout if it's going to, right? And in the target's 87.59 if you get there. It makes perfect sense. That's from the, the highest high. From September 2018 to the lowest point, that's a 50% retrace right around there. That's adequate target. Sure. I mean, you can also say maybe right here could be a problem area or somewhere where it could reverse 78.88.
Is it early for a chug?
Is it too early for you to not land on chug? Because, yeah, absolutely. Because it's never going to happen, man. Watch. Yes. Didn't happen, dude. Don't even have to zoom it out. But look, this is how close you were. But when you're that close, your dreams get shattered. Boom. Destroyed. Thank you for the 10. Super chat.
Bruh.
Okay. We cool? Schwab man? Wait. What did I say something? Did I put my foot in my mouth earlier? Dude, I'm thinking I'm crazy here. Did I say happy birthday to Schwab man when it's Jamu's birthday? Y'all should have the same birthday. That would be convenient, right? Oh, so close, man. Forgot about Grubhub, dude. I mean, yeah, it's there. Lower low double bottom, those tend to outperform if they do break out. Okay. Church, yeah, somewhat. It would be price action similar to what we saw the first fake out, where we got as high as 10,420. So yeah, I mean, if we ever did get a real breakout on Bitcoin, which is uncertain, yeah, you break 10,080, you could just moonshot right up to 10,550. Yes. Yours is until February. Get wrecked, Schwab, man. Ethereum leading the way. All right, let's go back to it, man. It's up 1.8%. I don't know, man. I would say you're wrong right now because Litecoin's up 1.8% versus Ethereum's only at 1.76%. Let's go to Litecoin. Our dark horse, certainly. But again, it's not going to do anything without Bitcoin. Okay? This is primed for moon, but Litecoin's calling and Bitcoin is not answering at all right now. Well, the answer is fake out, dude. LPLT, what's that based on? I mean, that's just like anyone could say that, dude. I just feel that way. I just feel Tesla is now passing Toyota as the best in the world, man. Yeah, that's a crazy look. I mean, the SPX charting that way, so nuts. That's the way, can't even remember, Apple maybe looked one time. Good to hear, Schwab, dude. Boom. Tendies, that's all I hear from you, okay? So here's your Litecoin. Again, just checking back up on it because it's up more than Bitcoin somehow in percentage gains, which doesn't happen often. If you follow Litecoin, you know Litecoin certainly normally underperforms Bitcoin. Unless we're talking about the lead up to the halving last year, where it did kind of lead the way a lot, where people are like, Ethereum's leading the way. Last year was Litecoin. Octavian, man. If I don't hear the TTS, I can't. Sorry, man. It's a rule. There we go.
Is that a joint?
You've been saved.
Much love for the early stream, bro. Could we do Poloni XX monthly chart on log scale? We bounced off the 61.8% fib from last Lotus Wing high. Hi, Bay.
Hi. Thank you, Duff Man, for the 420. It's so weird. I mean, yeah, we'll look at this one by itself. On the monthly, you wanted that. Okay. Wow, what am I supposed to do here? Thanks, dude, for the trolley chart. You want the... Oh, yeah, I mean, this is what we looked at. We've been looking at. Someone even brought it up in a TTS like last week or you know, maybe 4 or 5 days ago. Or yeah, you do have your first level of positive momentum ever on this chart, or any chart, I believe, because this goes all the way back to when it started, when it was listed, IP8 or whatever, 2015. So yeah, this is huge. But dude, this is just testament to Ethereum to the US dollar looking bullish on the monthly. Like, are you kidding me? Like, forget this chart. Is this chart more bullish than this chart? No. This is the US dollar pair on the monthly, okay? Well, we've identified this, and this is something where one holds Ethereum long for multiple months. Right? I mean, the resistance you're at here isn't even visible on the monthly. So eventually, on the monthly, the target really is 290 again. But we just talked about it. If you break 250, 251, 252, you're going to 277 on Ethereum, and that's a resistance. 277 isn't even at where traders set it up June 1st, 2019. That's the next target on the monthly. And dude, if you talk about an action, if you go into a multi-year bull run, this pattern would play out. If Bitcoin goes in a multi-year bull run, then this would eventually see, it could take a couple years, but this could eventually see 654 again. 100% measured move of a potential double bottom on the second largest cryptocurrency that exists on the planet. Okay.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
Thank you for your time. I can see you with the QQQ vanity plate. Peace out.
Oh yeah, dude, put it in my kitchen with a little holder, you know, the QQQ plate. Oh, can someone make me that and send it to my PO box? And I will have it as a piece of little art in my kitchen, dude. It'd be beautiful. With green, QQQ and then candlesticks up and down going across the plate. It'd be beautiful, dude. With harmonics going places, Jerome Powell money printing but going burr. That'd be a perfect meme of the month, right? Not this month though. Maybe next month because of Black Plasma going all in. Yeah, it gives private wins, man. But dude, again, monthly is not a joke even for crypto. So burn that image in your mind. I mean, you want to see this, but I just don't really get why you like this more than this, I don't even know what technically a vanity plate is. I think what my interpretation is, maybe it's just like a plate that's for looks, for art-ish stuff, right? I do have plates in my kitchen that are presented. They have Kincaid art on them. Very, very cool looking stuff. Is it Sean? Yeah, I guess so. I don't even know, man. That's reaching. Saying that big one's going to close today above 99.50. That's saying a lot, man. That's a mouthful. Oh, license plate. Oh yeah, just QQQ attendees. It's too many. Wow, I don't even think he's talking about actual license plate. Okay, sorry. I don't know, man. Sorry. Here's your monthly and log scale on Bitcoin, since we're looking at the monthly. Still haven't broken out anything. Nothing, man. Positive Momo. You got some. We got 20 to 21 more days left. QQ attendees. There you go, J-Dinks, man. Why would we do QQQ Guh, Black Plasma, man? That's crazy. Mr. Bakek, astute analysis, or apt analysis. Okay, so that's the monthly in log, but you know, with the weekly, we don't look at it. We're not looking at log so much. We're looking at the other chart though. Bit for next time. And you haven't broken. Oh, look how close we are, chat. Jeez. You can't get any closer than this at all. Look, man. 20K highs, 19.9. June 26, 2019 highs, near 14K, 618 retrace. And here we are. It's like literally earlier today. Maybe this is what the price action is, right? Last week, this week, you're getting above it. It's just, it's such a profound breakout point that there are sell orders there because it's not just horizontal, it's geometrical, right? It's down sloping. This is huge, man. We're at very critical areas, man. Can't get any more critical because 99.50 in this supply line. Unreal. So it's like you can't tell me we're not in the finale, near the end of the movie of the third, or, you know, we're at the end of the third movie in the trilogy. Very close. What we've done this week is back tested 9650, 9600. It's just different on each exchange by a few bucks here and there. But all you've done on the weekly is back tested that as support. But last week, we created our highest high where traders set it up of the entire recovery. The highest level where traders set it up since February 17th. So after making the highest high of the entire recovery, where we back tested both areas, one as support, one as resistance, and look how close we are to a breakout. Extremely important. And these are like pinpoint accurate trend lines too, so could be nuts, dude. Tomorrow will be 1 month officially since the halvening. That seems crazy, really crazy. So, you know, we're looking at the 4 hour on Bitcoin, and it's like you're seeing that 9,900 area as resistance, and we're rejecting it. We're pulling back. But little did we know before coming here how real and important this breakout point is. John, if that's the case, you're kind of there, aren't you? You're kind of at the 50+% area, so yeah. But again, you're not even. I mean, you're close, but you're not really that close in log scale, you know, to a breakout point. But this is important too. This is definitely. What do you mean it's the 10th? Is that when we did it? I don't know. I was reading someone's comment, so you know. Nice one on the US dollar. Third eye trader. Nice. It has come to this moment where Bitcoin cannot be squeezed within its parameters for any longer. Where this week it seems we will have a breakout to the upside or rejection and a break below 9650 to where that we would then go down to probably 8500. Okay, that's where we are. It's so important. Like, I just can't believe there aren't that more people that are interested or cognizant of what's going on right now with Bitcoin. It's insane. No, Craig, I don't do that because that's stupid. You know, like literally stupid. But are we over 60 yet? Still, yeah, you got, I mean, I don't think we'll be at 60 until we get above like 10,200 on the weekly. You're at 59.2 or something. You're so close, man. Oh, what's wrong with that chart? Just knocking on heaven's door, man. You just can't stop knocking. Tabazar feels it. He's got his feelings, man. About to go to the bathroom. The coffee ran through me, man, like it always does. This song, Parallel Lines, the Enzo Bennett remix by Atlas with 2 T's. God, right? So weird. All right, be right back. Bath.
Bruh.
All right, I'm back. So, has anything changed on Bitcoin? No. Let's look at AMD. Rejected. Well, tweezer top rejection, or kind of. Look at this, man. Dang, it gapped up today like crazy, right? It was up 5% at one point today. Was breaking the structure, right? February of 2020, April of 2020. Here it is. 2 different 4-hour candles rejected here. So you'd think that we would come to back test 55, 59, maybe the top of the flag or the handle, whatever you want to call it. Ugh. Ugly close, man. Really ugly. That's reversal stuff. 4-hour. You have the S&P 500 and the Qs sell off. Well, you know AMD's definitely coming back down to test this breakout that it had. All right. That's about it on AMD. This thing could be set up for much higher prices, but it would require patience. And it will require a break of this trend line, this orange trend line you can see that we rejected today twice. And then Nvidia is even crazier. My baby. All-time highs today. Closed up 3.5%. No problems for Nvidia continuing its insanity. Hit its 100% measured move before reversing. Only to show hidden bullish divergence on the RSI and definitely the MACD. And reversed all-time highs, 1414 fib extension touch for the first time today from the high to low back from February. And so the next target, if the macro stays strong or whatever, NVIDIA keeps going, is $400, which is pretty much the golden mean ratio, the major, most important golden mean ratio ever for NVIDIA. Can you believe it? 400 soon. But, you know, if that S&P price upsloping price contraction breaks the downside, this is going to dump too. This would maybe see at least 355 again. Gap fills at like 362. Thanks, Kriaka. Yeah, this is my playlist, man. Boom. Each song individually selected.
Can I get those targets on GE?
Yep. Sure, man. Thanks for the 5. Reversed at 382, right? Filled a gap today. Continued selling off, down 5%. It happens, man. You know, you have 7-8% up days, 5% down day. There's volatility for sure. I mean, the targets, man, one was hit pretty much. 850, 200 moving average on the 4 hour. So it's like 850, 940, 1030. Daily. Visible there too. I mean, those are still lit. Now, I think, you know, a major target would be 1050 because you have extreme amounts overhead resistance right here back from May, June, July of last year. That's definitely a big target too. Gap fill right at the 50% retrace, $9.37. Definitely a target right here. That's right at the 200-day moving average. So assuming money printer continues to burr, we sell off. Maybe we even come down to 650 again before pivoting, making a higher low and running once more. But yeah, in time, those are targets. 930, 1030. Okay. But they start getting deep retraces, then you're looking at 1180, another peak from November 2019. And then after that, don't worry about it. You know, we'll talk about it before then for sure, especially if you're a patron, which you know you are, right? So Daniel S. 98.74, less than 3 hours to go until your daily close. Doesn't look like there's near enough hype to keep me for a marathon. Been live for 2 hours, 12 minutes though. Extended stream coverage at this point. Anything over 2 hours is that. Bullish Shark, GE. Home base. 99.50. I'm so proud of Bitcoin for testing it because that was its destiny. It would have made no sense at all to fall below 99.50, you know, breaking it, selling off, going sideways, and never testing 99.50 before dumping the downside or pumping the upside. Didn't make sense. So now sense is all made. And so it's still fair at this point, I guess. I mean, the context isn't much different than it was 6 days ago before we tested it, but you can definitely vote in the straw poll if you want to. 425 votes so far. What will happen at 99.50? Break it again and moon? The majority of the audience thinks that, and then 44% of the audience thought or thinks that we're going to test it like we just did. We're going to fail. So far we failed. It's true. We have failed until price action says we haven't failed. But the most important thing, we will then begin the major reversal to the downside. So 44% of the viewers think that we will reverse majorly the downside now. It's going to end here, and we're gonna dump. Okay. Major reversal will be us breaking this demand line, selling off, and eventually seeing 8,700 again, breaking that 8,500, then 78 to 7,400 again. You know, whatever. The pivot reverse, it doesn't matter at that point. It's just the pull. So far it's very, very pretty meh for bulls that are just you gotta love how both trend lines are being respected. The newly manufactured one from June 4th and June 9th, but also 99.50. Hey man,
Can we look at IQ? Thanks, man.
Chinese scam, sure dude. Wouldn't inverse head and shoulders? Oh my god, yes, let's go. Well, the monthly is showing a bullish engulfing candle, dude. But look how we're bouncing right off, dude. Remember? I think this was posted in Patreon. Look at this, man. You're talking about low risk, high reward opportunity areas? Give me a break, dude. So, hey, maybe you could sell off one more time, inverse head and shoulders or something. Go down to 16 bucks. But critical resistance here. So if you can hold 1540 long enough, eventually, I think upside potential. Again, like look in the weekly, monthly. You just look at it like this, where this could eventually see the top of the range again, or whatever, $26.99, $29. This holds here. Hidden bullish divergence was there. It was kind of there. It was like the same low with much higher levels, negative Momo at a critical ice line. Big deal. So. More upside potential is real as F on IQ. Not much has changed. Thanks, dude, for the 420.
Is that a joint?
Bruh.
Looks like your contribution is not helping Bitcoin as it still remains below both resistances. Get wrecked, dude. Let's see, update this real quick. Yeah, 474 votes at this point. We got a lot of participants. This is great, man. So still, not much change in percentage, even though we have like 50 more votes for this poll. Most of y'all think, man, we're gonna break it in moon, which hasn't happened. All that's happened so far is we've rejected, in its own way, right? With a 4-hour candle close, you have rejected 99.50. Thanks for the 466 people still here with Bitcoin doing stuff, not the best, right? All altcoins, I mean, nothing's really going on a run right now. The ones that had a run, were really being propelled by the price action that doesn't exist anymore, right? Nerd Herd, yes. Go for it, dude. Alright, I don't think I can remain live anymore. It's, when you start hitting the 2-hour mark, right? You could, I guess, technically, yeah. You could. Think about it. Stops out people because it went up to 10,000, But I don't know, having a stop above 10,200 was probably safest for positions short.
Now the time to go short on BTC with this setup.
I mean, people can go short here. I mean, there's an argument on the daily, the bearish, right? I mean, for bearish opportunity. Yeah, look. Your rising wedge, bearish divergence at 99.50, or we know what happens at 99.50. But the problem is now, I mean, with a pattern, it could run up to 10,600 and then reverse. That's probably, like, for real, that might be your lowest risk, highest reward opportunity for a short on Bitcoin is 10,600 or so. Because, I mean, that's literally the best opportunity to trade a rising wedge. It is this. It is the top. But we have context, historical context on Bitcoin that's like, at 99.50, you reverse. 99.50, you test it, you reverse. 99.50, you test it, you reverse. So, Sure, there's an argument that one could short here. Yeah, of course. But there's also argument that you're in an uptrend. But God, look how close you are to breaking down or up. It's got to be... It's like running stops could occur if you break to the upside. For real. Like that's what could happen. 98.57 on Bitcoin. Rafa, thanks for the 5 whatever super chat. Thanks for watching, Jay Dinks. Alright, man. I'm supposed to go live in 50 minutes, but meh. It's just too chill. It's too, I'm shadow banned, man. Shadow bans kill everything because that's like half the audience doesn't even know I'm live or show up, you know, and it's like meh. Like, it's not an incentive for me to stay live at all. Okay, so at least you know, if you watch the stream, what's going on. You are rejecting 98 or 9900 and 9950 for now. You haven't broken anything. I mean, 2 hours 48 minutes to your daily candle close. So good luck to all of you. So I'll be back probably tomorrow. So until next time, respect the TA.
Is that a joint?
Hey, Dan and Melissa, thanks so much for the 2420, the Iowa Jesus peoples. Y'all are amazing. Thank y'all so much. Seriously, freaking love y'all. Kings and queens. Cheers.
Bruh.
Adios, turd nuggets.